Hello, my name is Arneshia Irvin. What is your name?
My name is Emily Fisher.
Hello, would you like to call Miss Emily or Miss Fisher?
Miss Fisher, please.
Okay, hello, Miss Fisher. Before we get started, I just want to say that everything you say in here is confidential unless you say you want to harm yourself or others. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Miss Fisher, what brings you in today?
It's a really long story. I'll try to keep it short, but so recently I've approached my 60th birthday, and my daughter and I have had a reoccurring argument over whether or not I should be sent into an assisted living facility. And it gets me angry because I feel like my daughter is not recognizing my independence. I have a house that I care for, that I take care of. I have a dog that I regularly take out, and we walk and we do things like that, and I take care of him. I have a job that I go to. It's part-time, but it's still something that gets me out of the house. Yeah. I walk with a cane, and I do that just because I need a little extra support sometimes, but I still get around, I get out, and we talk, and she brings it up, and it just shoots into a very heated and angry argument between us.
Okay, so you are 60 years old. Happy birthday. You have a daughter, a stable life, home, job, dog, and your daughter feels as though you should be in an assisted living facility, and you're angry that she feels that way. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, what do you feel?
Well, like I said, I'm mad. I feel like this child that I have spent time raising for 35 years doesn't realize that I know better than she does. I know myself and my abilities, and the fact that she is questioning me, it makes me mad. I'm her mother. She should not question me. I raised her. I fed her. I made sure that everything she's ever needed or wanted has been taken care of. Mm-hmm. And here she is ignoring what I tell her are my wants and needs because she thinks she knows better. And it infuriates me.
So you're really angry about this situation.
Yeah.
Upset at the way. Okay. So have you tried talking to your daughter about the way you're feeling?
No, because I know her. She's my child, and we are way too much alike. We're both stubborn-headed, and we both don't like to be proven wrong. And so whenever she feels threatened or questioned, she goes into defense mode. And thus, it would be pointless to try and talk to her about the way I feel. I have to prove her wrong with facts.
So you've given her some very strong qualities.
I guess you could say that.
So what about instead of trying to prove her wrong, you give her your point of view? Have you tried just giving her a what if I don't go in this situation, the assisted living facility, and I prove to you that I'm still as independent as I was before?
I guess. I've kind of doing that anyway. I take care of her kids on the weekend while she's at work. And I feel like that should be proof enough that I'm able to handle her 18-month-old and her 7-year-old. And I feel like me being able to chase around little toddler feet is proof enough that I'm able to handle myself. So.
Okay. So, since you watch your kids, you take care of your house, your dog, you got a job, you feel as though that means you're stable enough, you're independent enough, and she needs to see that.
Yes.
Okay. So, have you looked at her side of point of view? Like, why she feels as though you should be in an assisted facility?
I already know why this child wants to put me in an assisted living home. Excuse me as I get heated. Because her husband, who I have to legally acknowledge as her children's father and her, but he recently put his mother in an assisted living home, and she's a very eccentric woman, very hands-on, very needy, and I think he feels reprieved from having to deal with her. And so my daughter feels like, oh, he's not having to deal with his mother anymore. So, and he's happy and it's good for the both of them. So I should do it so that me and my mom can be happy and get a reprieve from each other. And I think that he is very much pushing and influencing her to put me in a home so that they can get space for me, because I know he and I don't get along very well.
Okay. So you feel as though your son-in-law wants you to be in the home because it'll make the load lighter. Is that what you're saying? Like you feel as though they will feel a load has been lifted off of them, or?
I think that he would just be happy to be done with having to deal with me because we don't get along.
So have you talked to your son-in-law about how you feel?
Nah, he and I, we are polite acquaintances, but I am not his biggest fan. So we kind of put up with each other because we have to, because he's my grandkid's dad, and I love my grandkids to death. But yeah,
it's good with your family. So what if instead of like, not saying you're like defensive, but like having a talk with the both of them, your daughter and your son-in-law, about how you're feeling, how they're feeling, and just putting it all baby steps into, I don't want to be in a home or assisted living home because I'm not like the senior citizen, older people, and this is why. Would that be okay?
I feel like you could always try, but knowing them, I feel like it would just escalate into a heavy argument.
Okay. So, what I want you to do between this session and next session is have a conversation with first your daughter. It doesn't even have to be about you, how you feel about not wanting to be in an assisted living facility. Just a casual conversation. And the same with your son-in-law. Just asking each other how each other's day has been. Is that okay?
I think I can do that.
Okay. So, thank you for coming. And I hope we made some progress today.
Thank you.